Hello, year one. Can you believe it's the 1st of April today? My goodness, Wednesday, the 1st of April. Time's flying really fast, isn't it? So let's get on with our spelling for today. We are still using the U split E spelling rule. So as always, we're going to practice our U and then our E. So if we start with on the line, lead in, up, down, round, up, down, lead out. Then we leave a space and we do our lead in, loop, lead out for our E. Remember, oh, I'm scribbling all at the bottom of my screen. Let's get rid of that. Remember that you need to make sure you leave a space in between the two because it is a split sound we're practicing this week. So on a whole line of U split E, we're going to do 2 words today, 2 words tomorrow. Oh, I didn't leave a very good gap there. 2 words today, 2 words tomorrow, and then a spelling test on Friday. So, there we go. Right, so our next 2 words today are tune and huge. Now, if we look at the word huge first, the word huge has got a G in it, so it looks like it should say huge. But actually this G is a naughty G, so we need to make sure that when we're pronouncing this we are saying huge. It's a naughty G stealing the sound of the J. So first of all, let's go with tune. And again, a bit like when we did tube yesterday, it sounds like a ch sound at the beginning. It's not a ch sound, it's a t t t. So it's tune. So our T is a tall letter, so we're going to go all the way up. Oh, let's get rid of the red. Oh, it's like being back in the classroom. We're going to start with a T, all the way up, all the way down, lead out across the top. We do our U, our N, and our E. Now remember they're going together to make the U sound underneath, okay? So if you're confident enough, you can join your letters because they are easy joins, they're all at the bottom. So we go up for our T, all the way up, all the way down, lead out, lead into the U, halfway up, down, round, into the N, up, down, up and over, lead out, into the E, loop, lead out, across the top. Nice and easy tune is. All our lead outs and leads in are on the line, so it makes it much easier when we cross our T afterwards. If you're not too confident, you can do it where we just do our leads in, lead outs, like that. Good. Tune. So now we've done June, rule, rude, flute, use, tube, and tune. I wonder what colour we'll go for today. Let's go for blue highlighter. Get rid of tune. Oh, it looks quite purpley, that does. Nice. Our next word for the day is huge. Now remember I said that G is a naughty G. He's stealing the sound of the J, so he's saying huge. So we're ready. That H is a tall letter again. We're going to go all the way up for the H. Oh, all the way down, halfway up, over, lead out. Our U, nice and easy. We've been practicing that all week. Now our G. G is a descender. He's got a cheeky tail. So we're going to have to go below the line for this one. So it's a bit like an A. So we start on the line, lead in, up and over, stop, all the way back round. Then we go down below the line, loop, lead out. Our E is a lead in, loop, lead out. Now, because our G, when he leads out, he comes above the line, we can join that easily to our E. So our H easily joins to our U, which easily joins up to the G, up and over, stop, all the way back round, down below the line, loop, lead out. There, we just loop, lead out there as well. Okay, it makes it much smaller, doesn't it? And you get to write much quicker as well. Just make sure that I can read your writing. If your writing is tricky to read, don't join your letters. Because if it's tricky to read, it means you're not forming your letters properly, so I want you to practice them on their own. So, huge and tune we've done today. Let's think about, oh, we could include the word flute from yesterday, the top word from yesterday, flute. So we could say, he played a huge tune on the flute. Or she. Should we have she today? Did we have she yesterday? Let's have a look what we had yesterday. We had she yesterday. Let's have he today. Right, to get rid of that. So he, capital to start the start of a sentence. He, finger space, played, AY for this one, ED, a suffix on our verb. He played a huge tune on the flute. Now we wouldn't normally say a huge tune on a flute. We would normally say a huge flute, but we're trying to get all three in there. So we're going to say he played a huge tune on the flute. We might say a long tune normally, but because we're doing the U split E sound, that's what we're going to practice. Now let's highlight our U split E words, huge tune and flute. So have a go. See if you can come up with a different sentence. Tomorrow we're going to focus on cute and cube, and we will then have a spelling test on Friday. Okie dokie, good luck with your handwriting.